They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Williams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready! Hawk 70, Hawk ready.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and what we're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Ready!
A gain of 26 yards.
Back to 60, back to 60.
And the Browns first down.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Bears defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 18, Cardinal, 18, drop 60, drop 60. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw, it's Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bears nothing. Evan McPherson set to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bears at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Mononga. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Etienne up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you can break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. And they'll run with Etienne. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, hurting them to a short gain.
Looking to throw is Williams. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw forward with Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Clifton Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And bulldozing his way through. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's another Browns first down.
Here we go.
A gain of
18
21
Cardinal,
yards.
18 Cardinal.
First down, Browns.
Looking to throw. Clifton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up second
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams looking to do it himself. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the ground with Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 10.
Back to throw. Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Clifton. Open man, that's Bond. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's got his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Williams looking to do it himself. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of the yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Roma-Dunze, 74 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun on third down, Clifton over the middle, complete to Judy. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass caught by Phantom. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Clifton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifton. Over the middle, complete. That's Reyes. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Clifton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A handoff for ETN. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd down and 3. Off play action. Clifton. That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Hot 70, hot 70.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 78 yards. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
What is up?
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
He's back to throw. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Time to be lying.
To the left side, he finds Bond. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Ready? Set 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Bond. He's got it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Bronco 80. Drop 50. Drop 50. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. McPherson's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. ETN bringing in another one. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. ETN once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this foot... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and it's the big fella. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.